Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This is your brother Ayathan, the bonus to the apostles, and shalom to the elect out there. Hey man, the name of this video is Know Your Worth. 3 letters, Know Your Worth, and this is for the Israelite man out there. Now, as you can see here, this is a post made by some heifer somewhere out there online. And it says, I hate a nigga that knows, supposed to be knows. I hate a nigga that know his worth. Boy, if you don't put up with my shit. Okay? Now, first of all, I want to say this. If you're a female, I'm not going to say woman because the term woman does not apply to every female out there. But if you're a female and you're watching this, you may want to switch it off or go somewhere else. Because, and also if you're a sissy boy, you might want to turn this off because I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet, but I may get a little raw, all right? Because, and I'm saying this because in the spirit, I feel it needs to be said. I've been wanting to do this video a video like this for the longest. In particular, the heat has been on me to do it past week or so, and I just left it off. You know, I'd push it to the side, but today in particular, just the spirit just kept telling me, just things kept coming to my phone. You know, things brothers are sending, videos that I see online by brothers. And the spirit said, yo, do this video. So there must be brothers out there that really need to hear this because look, man, matter of fact, boom, let me go into the scripture here. This has been coming out a lot in my videos. Just give me a minute because I got to move around this little window and shit. Vigilant. All right. I'm going to try to keep this short, man, but top it like this, it may be a little hard. All right, boom. Look at this. First Peter 5:8. I'm sure y'all can read it. Be sober, be vigilant. Now, the word sober means to not be drunk, right? I just did a lesson where I went into the word sober. So watch my last lesson that I did today about the famine. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Now, the word devil means deceiver. The devil could be anybody. It could be Esau. It could be your woman that you got at home in the bed next to you right now, waiting for you to come home. When you open that door, she's going to be standing there on the other side of that door. You know, a lot of you brothers on your way home, you take the long road home, you know. You go to Home Depot, you go to BJ's, or you go to you might go to Starbucks where they got free Wi-Fi, and you might just chill in there for a whole hour, 2 hours, and then you'll finally make your way home because you already know that you spent the whole day fighting these battles as an Israelite man in this world. And when you get home, you're going to have to fight the biggest battle that you fought all day, all week, all month, all year, with the woman by your side, who you call your woman. Why? Because she is the devil, all right? She's a devil, and she's possessed. They don't even know. Some of them know, okay? Some of them know, but a lot of them really think that they're daddy's little princess and they're the angels because that's what this world taught them when they're completely the opposite. Remember, everything you will learn in this world, the opposite is true, okay? So it says, your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. So in these last days, brothers, as time get closer and closer, do not be surprised if your woman starts acting up, starts popping off, starts whatever. And I'm going to say this, man. There's, I won't say it's a saying, but there's a fact, and I'm going to say it. Women have power over sex, right? Because they have the vagina, they have the box. That's their power. In the kingdom of heaven and in the old days, the good old days, you know, when Yahweh Shai was with us and the curses wasn't we weren't drowning in the curses like we are now, the woman didn't have that power of the box. But now in America, she's got the power of the box. That's her power. In the kingdom of heaven, she's going to have zero power. She's going to lose that power, okay? But anyway, so because she has the power of the box, all right, she controls sex. She has control over sex. But you have a greater weapon, brothers. And this is a weapon that most men do not utilize today. A tool they don't utilize because they weren't brought up on how to deal with the wiles of the devil. Okay? Our entire lives as men is you were put on this earth to cater to women and to provide to women. Not even the Most High, to women. Okay? And women were taught that men were created to cater to them. And that they are daddy's little princess. The bitch could look like a chupacabra. She could look like a piece of turd that had been stepped on, ran over. But I'm daddy's little angel. That's why you got these hot air balloon looking chicks. All right, hot air balloons. These chicks with bodies, they got the all-in-one cure for cellulite and for that fat, which is the leggings. Especially they love to wear black leggings because it hides the rolls. But they so fucked up and out of order that even wearing that, it looks like a Pele bar underneath or a Snickers bar. All right, because they're fucking wicked as hell. Okay, but let me proceed. All right, let me proceed. Okay, to give you what you need. Now, we have power. Women have power over the box, over sex. Men have an even stronger power, and that is the power to walk away. And that is one power that most men do not utilize. The power to walk away. For whatever reason, they fall under the curse of this woman, and they feel like they gotta stay with them no matter how bad this bitch treat them. Okay? Now look, I'm not talking about any brothers in particular. I'm not even be talking to you who's watching this video. This is general advice to whom it applies. Okay? And I'm speaking about it because I've been through this I don't know how many damn times in my life. So have other brothers and elders, okay? So the scripture I want, one second here, let me get it. Ecclesiastes 7, you already know where I'm going. You already know where I'm going. Ecclesiastes 7 and 26, let me move this out the way. Now this is the words from the powerful and wisest man next to Yahushua to walk this planet is King Solomon, which is Yahushua in the reincarnation. So if anybody would know about women, the wisest man, okay, the wisest king would know, which is King Solomon, all right? So this is what he has to say. Now remember, King Solomon had more women than you and I could ever hope to have on this side, okay? It says, and he had the means to provide for every single one of them, tenfold. Now, Ecclesiastes 7:26 says, and I find more bitter than death. Now, I looked up the word bitter earlier, and I looked at the synonyms. Some of the synonyms were sharp, biting, pungent, all right, tart. And that is the attitude of most women, starting with the Israelite woman, and it even applies to all women, Edomite women, all of them, especially the ones that grew up here or were raised up here in America, in Babylon. So the scriptures say this, I find more bitter than death, the woman. Because at least when you die, the scriptures say that the sting of death is, at least when you die is done, you go in the spirit world and you have rest. The book of Job explains that. But dealing with a woman, okay, especially if you tied with her legally through marriage, ooh, may the Most High bless your heart, brother, okay? Now, again, this don't apply to every single woman. This applies to most women. I have ran into a couple of sisters, and there's videos online with sisters, far and few in between, but that'll trying to school women on how to act. Maybe they're into the scriptures, maybe they're older, and they're over there playing the games or whatever. So I'm not speaking to all of them. And again, brothers, look, I'm gonna say this. You don't take a video like this and go home and just dump your woman off of the strength of what a brother said. Don't ever let any man, any brother, I don't care who he is, don't ever let any man tell you what to do with your woman or that you got to go home and let your woman go. All right? No man has the right or the authority under heaven to do that. Okay? Only if the Most High does not want you with that woman, he will find a way to separate you from her. You'll leave her, she'll leave you. Something effed up will happen and y'all split. Okay? So, you got to take this advice and apply it to the situation and make your own choice. But I'm going to say this, no matter what you do, if you get rid of her or whatever, in the end, it's a win-win situation as long as you stay in this thing, because the Most High is going to fix all our problems, all of them, okay? So it says, and I find more bitter than death the woman, whose heart, meaning her mind, is snares and nets, meaning all she thinks about is how to trap your ass up every day. And I'm going to say something, women are such demons, okay, because they have the spirit of Satan on them, that the majority of them, they don't even know that they're being demons. They don't know. It's just in them, you know? Just like a cat, when a cat meows, the cat doesn't stop and say, damn, I'm meowing like a cat right now. The cat doesn't even think of that because it's a cat. That's what it does, it meows. So women by nature, okay, because of the curses we're under, you know, their eyes should be evil towards her husband. And then right here, the hearts are snares and nets. Because of the curses we're under, this is a battle that we have to battle. So, brothers, when you get with these women, don't be fucking surprised if your women start acting up or she starts popping off or this and that. It comes with the territory, okay? And Paul warned us of this. He said that if you get with a woman, there should be trouble in the flesh. You know, Lord willing, the Spirit have us, we'll go into that. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the hell I was saying. But yeah, brothers, all right? Yeah, so these women, they're programmed to be like this by who? By this world, okay? The fashion of this world. That's what they see on TV. That's what they were told by their mom and their father, because their father's under vibration of the woman. They were taught that the whole world was created for them, okay? When the whole world was created for the Israelite man. So it says here, brothers, it says, I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, okay? Because these women, the main thing on their mind is to lock you down and have you fulfill their fantasy. Whatever their crazy, stupid little girl fantasy is, they want you to fulfill that. You're the guy. I like you, so you gotta, because she likes you, you know, you happen to be the nigga that she like. Now you gotta sit there and bend over and do her bidding, okay? Because you happen to be that special guy that she chose out of all the millions of guys on the earth. She's such in a high pedestal that you happen to be the chosen guy to fulfill her fantasy. Lucky you, my friend. F that shit, all right? Know your worth. You're the Israelite man. You run the shit, okay? And if she doesn't want to follow your rules, and you kick her to the curb, okay? That's the sound advice. You do what the hell you want to do, but if she not going according to your bidding, or she, you know, brothers got different tolerance levels. If she tripped over the tripwire, get rid of her, man. Why sit there and invite more troubles? There's plenty of women out there, man. And that's one thing. Brothers do not believe in their worth, okay? There's something called, it's called the fear of loss. Most brothers have the fear of loss. They're afraid of losing their women. Why? Because they put their women on a pedestal. Your woman is not equal to you, my brothers, all right? I mean, who are you going to believe? The media? You're going to believe Disney World, or are you going to believe what the scriptures say? Matter of fact, let's go to Genesis 3:16, and then we'll come back to this, okay? Just in case nobody believes it, 3:16. Genesis chapter 3:16. Unto the woman he said, he is talking about the Most High, I love Jesus. I love Jesus. I don't need no man. Jesus will save me. All right, well, if Jesus is going to save you, then shouldn't you be doing what Jesus said and his father said? This is what they said. Genesis 3:16. Unto the woman he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice. Oops, wrong verse. Verse 16. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception, childbirth. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over there. So when you get in a relationship with your man, does the scripture say that your desires should be his desires? No. All right? Every Israelite man should be on their mission, okay? Your mission includes, number one, to do this work. And number two is whatever the hell you got going on. Whether you're starting a business, whether you're working, whether you got, something on the side, she's got to follow your mission. And let me tell you something, brothers. Let me tell you a secret. If you let your woman run the ship, if you live your life fulfilling her mission or so afraid of her, of losing her, that you live every day of your life pleasing her, tiptoeing, you're tiptoeing so she don't get mad, you're tiptoeing on your words, because she might scream on me or she might get mad at me. I'm gonna tell you something, sooner or later, your woman is going to leave your ass, or she's gonna fuck some nigga behind your back because she got you, she conquered you. She's looking for a man that is not gonna take her shit, okay? So either you put her in your place or use your power to walk away. That's the worst thing that you could do to her, is you could walk away. Because all they want to do is suck you into the drama and suck you into the world. And how do you get away from that? Is you walk the fuck away. Just walk away, all right? That will fuck them up more than anything you can say. Because once you get into a verbal altercation with a chick, she says something, she knows how to get under your skin. So she'll say something to hit that tripwire, and here you are in an argument going back and forth with this bimbo, back and forth, and the shit ended. Then at the end of it, you're like, how the fuck did the conversation end up here? Okay, but in her mind, she's like, I got the W. Yes, I got this nigga. I got him to react. I got him to get into a drama shouting match with me. All right, at that point, you lost, brothers. You lost. She got you. She took you out of your masculine energy and she put you into your feminine energy. She got on your feminine side. So she got you to bicker back and forth just like two women do in the street or on the phone. Don't do that shit, okay? What you do is, yo, bitch, all right? Whatever, baby, whatever you call her, all right? Look, we can't have a conversation like this. You're screaming, you're talking ish. When you're ready to sit down and have a conversation like two adults do, then you holler at me. And if you're smart, all right, you'll have your own place where you can step off and go and wait for her to call, because she will call, all right? She will call. This is why women chase what they call the bad boys, the niggas who treat them like shit, because they can't conquer this motherfucker. So what they'll do is they'll marry, and they'll either marry or they'll have this nigga in a house with them, all right? Even a squirrel had to get some of this. They'll either marry a simp, okay? Either marry a simp, or they'll get with a simp that's a provider, because he's coming home, basically treating her like a queen, buying her stuff, this and that, providing her needs, all right? Her physical needs, but her emotional needs, she's getting that from Joe Blow or from Tyrone, all right? She's getting her emotional needs, and her emotional needs overpower the physical needs. And what's the emotional needs? A motherfucker that'll stand up to my shit and make me feel like a woman and make me feel like I'm dealing with a man, because he's like a fucking wall that I can't scale. They're looking for a wall, okay? If you're a little speed bump that you could bunny hop over, she ain't fucking with you, okay? She'll get what she can out of you, but she gonna fuck with the nigga she gonna fuck with the video game that she can't beat, all right? She gonna fuck with the video game that she can't beat. So let's go back to Ecclesiastes, all right? I feel it's getting a little long, so I'm gonna try to hurry up and say what I gotta say. Okay, verse 26 again. And I find more bitter than death the woman, all right? Because every day just find a battle. Every time you open a door in a home that you pay rent for, put food on the table, whoever's in that house you're providing for, this and that, you're providing protection. If shit goes haywire, it's gonna be on you, all right? You're providing shelter and life. You're protecting this woman's life and providing her these needs that you need to live. But here it is, every time you come home, you gotta fucking fight a dragon. That's no way to live, brothers. No way to live. You're better off just single, man. There's plenty of women out there, man. Be single, find a new woman. There's dating apps. Just fucking go out there and talk to a woman, man. The old school method works better than any dating app. I'm telling you, okay? That's a whole nother lesson. But just walk up in person like a real fucking man and say, yo, baby. You know what I'm saying? So it says, and I find more bitter in death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape for her, but the sinner shall be taken from her. That's actually the main point right there. Because if you're not pleasing the Most High is going to allow this woman to drag you through the ringer, do whatever the hell she wants with you, and then at the end of the day, toss you to the side, okay? If you didn't know, the majority of divorces is highly lopsided too. I think it's like 87%, might be even a 90%, are initiated by women, okay? They're initiated by women because most men, when they get with a woman, they crumble. She works on him slowly but surely. She works on this dude slowly but surely, and they crumble. And, it's like a water beating against a rock. You come in there as a rock, and you let the water smooth you out. First, it starts taking that edge you had when you first met her. You got to keep that same fucking edge, man. That rawness you had when you first met her, you got to keep that shit. Whatever you did to attract the bitch in the first place, that's what you got to keep doing. Don't be telling her. Scriptures talk about give not thy strength to a woman. Okay, look it up, man. Look it up. I'm trying to make this a little more concise, so I'm not going to go to every scripture, but I'll quote them. Give not thy strength to a woman. Okay, what does that mean? Yo, baby, this is how much I made this week. You can have it. You take care of that. All right? Or, hey, me and the brothers were thinking about doing this, thinking about doing that. All right? That's the fucking wrong thing to do. She ain't supposed to be all up in your biz. One thing that's very attractive to a woman is the air of mystery. You got to keep an air of mystery, especially in this truth, man. You don't tell your woman every goddamn thing because she's just going to use it against you. That's what they do. That's the snares and the nets, all right? And I'm not blaming, man, I've been through this so many times. You still get caught out every once in a while because they know how to trip that wire. But I'm definitely, in a more stable place than I was when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you can't really blame ourselves because we just wasn't taught this shit, and that's why you have other men, elders and all that to teach the younger brothers and even older brothers. This is something that a lot of men a lot of men go through life never ever coming to a realization of, man, So it says, whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. And I think that's pretty much all I want to say, man, right now. I mean, this video could be 3 hours long, man. There's so much to say about this. But know your worth, brothers. Be willing to walk away. Don't get no shouting matches. Don't hit the chick. None of that shit. Do this, man. Watch this is something I noticed. Whenever I watch James Bond movies, or even when I watch Star Wars movies, right? One thing I've noticed and I picked up on that James Bond and in Star Wars, when you watch Luke Skywalker, well, he's a little younger, so he gets a little emotional at times, but his master, right? And even Yoda, when they're in trouble, when they're when they're in the midst of an emotional situation, you never see them lose their cool or start yelling or just go haywire. You never see them do that. They're always calm and they're collect. Why? Because a man is supposed to be logical. You're not supposed to lose your shit and jump all over the place, start screaming, be driven to drink or to do drugs over a fucking woman, and she ain't supposed to move you like that, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta treat her like she's your little sister. If your little sister says something to you, that shit ain't gonna bother you. It's my little sister. This shit is like water rolling down the back of a toad. That's the attitude you gotta have. So you ain't walking around bitter, bitter all day and fucking mad and wanting to jump off something or drink yourself in your tears and this and that. Nah, man, don't ever let no woman push you to that level, okay? There's plenty of them out there. You got the power to walk away. And don't be afraid about the fear of loss. You'll find another one. The Most High will give you another woman, much better than the one you got now, for making a smart fucking decision and making a smart choice, okay? That's it, man. Know your worth. I keep saying that because every time I say that something new comes out that I want to drop on y'all. But yeah, brothers, I'm trying to think if there's anything I want to say, man, because I make these videos far and few in between. But yeah, brothers, don't be afraid to walk away. Know your worth. The bitch violates you, disrespects you, just leave her, man. It's not worth it. You'll get another one. The Most High will send you another one. And yeah, they're the easiest thing to pull. Just be yourself, man. Don't change who you are for any woman. Don't get soft. Don't change your rawness. Don't lose your edge. Any of that shit. And yeah, that's it, brothers. All right. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna say all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and I want to say Shalom. All right, brothers. I just want to add some balance to this video, since look, man, we're all about speaking the truth, 100%. It's not a bashing thing. This is just facts. So if you read 1 Corinthians 7 and 27, first I'll say Paul's advice, number one, is if you're able to, if the Most High give you that spirit, it's best to not have a woman to deal with. I mean, that's the best spirit to be in. But that's a very unique spirit the Most High has put on you. Some men like to have a woman, you know. So men like to have a woman, and some men don't have that spirit to where they can, you know, not have a woman, all right, to take care of their desires or whatever. So this is 1 Corinthians 7 and 27. Art thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loosed. Art thou loosed from a wife? Seek not a wife. Now, the reason I want to say this is because I don't want any brothers taking, you know, you got some brothers out there that's kind of simple, and, you know, I don't want brothers out there to watch this video and go home and cut their wife off, their woman. Because, look, I'm going to say this. The reason our women act the way they do is a reminder of how we once acted towards the Most High, you know, before we came in His truth. Now, after we came into His truth, or after a woman gets with you, you know, she's supposed to, you being a man of the Most High, just by your ways and your actions and your vibration, she's supposed to pick up on that, and she's supposed to fall into that same vibration. So she's supposed to grow into the type of woman or wife that pleases your spirit. You know, that's why the scriptures say that the two of you become one. So she's supposed to be part of your body. She's supposed to think like you, act like you, you know, all of that. Get into what you get into. They're like sponges. You know, they study every move, this and that. All your moves, they study how you move, how you sleep, you know, little facial features you have, you know, certain things that you do with your face and your hands. They pay attention to all that because their job is to please you. Just like now you have AI, right? Google has AIs built into our phones. They learn the patterns, your patterns, right? So they know when you get up, they know when you go to sleep. They have AI to learn your patterns so they can throw ads that are catered towards you, your personality, towards the things you like. A woman is supposed to be that way. She's supposed to be like that. She soaks in everything about you, and she's supposed to be catered and fashioned to your liking. Okay. So there are decent women out there, just like you got decent men, us. Okay. You got decent women out there also that the Most High is going to give His men. But the thing is, the women are the weaker vessel. And just like us as men striving to please the Most High, we go off, you know, we commit sins, we do things worthy of death, we commit sins not worthy of death. Our women being a weaker vessel, you know, you got women out there that really, really love their man, that really, you know, you got brothers out there with women or wives that really do love them, are into them. But look, they're under the curses also. They're in a world that doesn't really allow them to act feminine. It teaches them to act masculine. So they got their own battles they got to fight also. So, you know, they're going to go off every once in a while. They can't help it. They're women. They're the weaker vessel. And they're going to go off way more than we do, just because by nature, what they are. So I say that to say this, that if you are bound unto a wife, don't seek a reason to kick her to the curb just because, you know, you saw Betty Boop across the street and she got a fatter ass, so you want to kick your wife to the curb so you could get with this chick. Nah, that's just wrong, you know? That's wrong. You gotta rule your house with mercy, you know, like the Most High rules his house with mercy. You know, I'm still alive today, and all of us, but I'm talking about me. I'm still alive to this day because the Most High had fucking an enormous amount of mercy on me. You know, so I extend that same mercy unto my woman, you know, when she goes off or does things that are not to my liking. You know what I'm saying? So just like your children, they fuck up all the time and you may put them in their place, but that's, you know, you don't kick them out the house unless they're total demons, you know? So brothers, use your discretion, okay? Use your discretion. Treat your wife fairly, treat your children fairly. The scriptures also say this: if a man can't rule his own household, how can he rule the church? You know? So, yeah, brothers. So if you got your shit together at home, that's why, you know, the elder brothers, and you got a lot of them have women, have children, because if you can master that or get a good grip on that, then you're well fitted to run a church, you know, because ain't nothing worse than getting your own house in order with, you know, your wife and your children and all that. It's a lot harder to manage that than to manage a bunch of brothers that, you know, sincerely looking to please the Most High and they go off every once in a while, you know. So I just want to throw that out there to throw some balance to this video. Because hey, we're Israelite, man. We got to deal fairly with everything, you know. We got to deal fairly and we got to weigh things out. Is it worth kicking her to the curb? You know, does she really love me? Is she just going off because she's just fucking simple? Or is she just a total demon out for my neck and I just got to cut her off, you know, because her sole mission is to, you know, distract me, pull me away from the truth, or jealous of the brothers. So she's trying to cut me off from brethren. You know, you got to weigh the situation out, have your own mind. Every man's situation and household is different. So with that, I'm going to say, shalom, brothers. All right. All praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.